Good morning, YouTube. Today, December 23rd, power outage. At my place, how would Xcel do this? Check this out. My meter is off because my meter is digital and no power, nothing. Total blackout in the house, on other places, and I got a notification on a text, and Xcel says that tell us that so area, part of area is gonna be blackout. So let me take you inside the house to show you where the blackout is. Well, my house is still powered. Stand by. Yes, if you can check, you can see the microwave clock is off. And how I know is smoke detector was giving a beep, beep, beep. So I was wondering what's going on. Let me show you the stove, because I don't put the microwave in my solar because it's an inductor. This happened at 0800 hours this morning. Yeah, it's my stove, and it's supposed to be a clock in there that tells you the time. Nothing, because of 240 volt. I'm not putting my stove on a solar, and you guys have seen it before. And see the top. So I'm not doing that on solar, just to give you updates. This stuff, some of this stuff I don't put on my solar. These are how the clouds looks outside, and I don't know why Xcel is gonna do stuff like this on almost time for the holidays or Christmas, and people gonna be preparing food for loved ones and all that stuff. Not for JW Solar USA, because this is how it comes handy. Remember when I show you guys my portable cooker and with a stove with a little cartridge, I can do whatever I want to do, and I can roll some of the other equipment that I can run with a small 120 volt DC power. So you guys can see this is what is happening right now. Snow, not much snow. That's the snow currently we have on the thing. Sorry, is from the light. Okay, let me cover this. You see, this is what it is, and this is the time currently. You see, December 23rd on a Sunday. Okay, it's 70 degrees inside the house. If you look currently at the power strip, there's no green light or nothing, because this is where my television plugs. And I just want to tell you that if you plug your TV on the wall and there's no electricity, there comes the backup, because I have solar, but I just want to show you some of the stuff you can able to use on a crisis. I suppose you guys can remember this thing I did a video on, my APC backup system. Got a battery. Remember I did a test, check that video. This is the back of it, and it's still working. It's just there on standby. Alright, now we're gonna simulate a test on this and power the television and see how everything works. If there's still juice on this, it will fire it up right away. And this is the plug to the television, my 60 inches television. Let's power it up. Well, folks, unfortunately, the APC didn't fire it up. This is just a good example. Anytime you have equipment, you have to check on them randomly and see, just in case of emergency. So I know, because you guys watched the video, we were having an issue with the battery pack, but the batteries, I decided to do some tests. It holds power, and it doesn't hold it too long, then it's gonna die. But you guys saw the simulation I did with the external battery. Check that out on my UPS or APC. You see this machine. I was doing tests, powering the water dispenser, or the stuff I was trying to do. And since that time, take a look at the date on that date stamp on that video. You will see since then I didn't even plug this device to charge it or anything, because I know the battery conditions, and I'm not changing the batteries because it costs a lot for just little batteries. I think it's 10 amp batteries, 2 of them for 24 volt. And I'm gonna be using this for different application to use external. Okay, as I'm videoing right now, I just get a text from Xcel saying that the power is going to be restored at 0900 hours, whatever it is. So I'm getting the notification, which I don't care, but I still care a little bit because of the it's cold, and we don't have to go too long without power. And it's cloudy outside. It's not like sunny, so I can have backup for a while. So I don't know where, maybe at the end of the day, or maybe somewhere else, if the power didn't come back and it's winter, we have to run heat and all the stuff, and it's gonna take a lot of power from the batteries. So I don't want that. So if the power comes back, it's fine, so we can go back into our heating system. Stay tuned. As you guys have already seen the conditions out there. As you guys can see, these are all powered with solar, and they're all resting right now. If I open the refrigerator, you see it flashing because I'm power saving mode, and I'll take you to the control room. This is how power saving mode looks like. The inverter is still on, but it's just saving power. As you guys can see, currently we are 25.4% volt, and you guys can see the blue lights. The solar is on, and my batteries are still sitting at 94% state of charge. You can see it's blinking. That tells you we are on power saving mode. So as the inverter, you can hear it clicking. I don't know, you might probably see at the bottom lights. So we have a blackout right now, folks, but started bringing power a little bit. So just want to show you how blackout is when you still have solar running in your house. Stay tuned. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. From the Command Center, JW Solar USA, we are totally out of power. Well, here is solar power. You can see I was showing you the other stuff in the house that doesn't have no power, and here is solar power right now. You guys can see by my plants here, pepper's still there, and we have electricity. Back to the stove, nothing, no power from the grid. You see microwave, no power. You see indicator right there that shows you the solar. Refrigerator up and running. I don't want to waste more power, so I'm just going to shut the door because the lights are on now on the other side of the house. Just to show you everything is possible when it comes to solar. The power is out. The entire neighborhood will be having text message back and forth from Xcel Energy, and the house still have power. Some of the other stuff that they are not connected to my solar system don't have any power. That's what I just showed you, and the weather out there you guys already seen. I'm gonna pan again and show you. These are the conditions out there right now as I speak, and you guys can see like the sun is barely about to be up, but nothing. Okay, so I just did a simulation trying to show you guys how power outages when you still have solar. I would love to show you the television how it works, but unfortunately if I do that, and YouTube's gonna flag my video. for television broadcast. So now if you watch closely, if I put my finger on the sensor, you see there is a power green light right there. Remember, at first I was showing you guys because of the inverter was on a power saving mode. I don't know if you can see it, but the light is on, it's green. So just because of the camera light is there. You will see the water dispenser light is going to show up. It's right there. Tells you it's power. It's power with all the solar. You see right on the right hand top corner, little LED. Well, this I'll conclude my video, and the power is out and still have power. Subscribe. Finally, as I was preparing to upload the video, there comes the power. They restore the power. Xcel restore the power back at 09:1500 hours here in Minnesota Central Standard Time. So I left the kitchen light on, which I can able to bypass to show if there is a grid power, so I can able to know. So this light, I forgot I would have showed you on the switch that no power here, but now it shows power, and I got the carbon monoxide indicator just alarm really so loud, and the smoke detectors that tied with the grid system, so they active now, and all of a sudden I can hear the heat, because here in Minnesota it's really cold. We're running on hot water on some of the other houses, you know, kind of a little bit not that recent houses, or some of them do have, but they still run like a radiator systems here. You guys know them, like in Europe you guys have them, you know, hot water goes through the system. But or if you have a heat pump, something like that, so to just different ways of heating your house. So I have that device as well down at the basement. So now it's going to be powered with the grid, and which hit the water and goes through like a radiator to hit the house. Okay, it doesn't take that much of power compared to when you have powered by electric heat. So I hope you understand that. I'm not an HVAC guy, but I'm not gonna say too much about it, but you guys understand. So we totally have power. Power is totally restored at 09:1500 hours here, and the other parts are on now. Let me show you back. There we go. The stove came back on. Now it's looking for the setting to set the time, and let me see if I can remember how to do this. Clock. Oh, there you go. It sets automatically. Just have to push the thing. I gotta stop this. I'm not cooking anything. Okay, there you go. 8:17, and let me show you the microwave. The microwave is now 00, and I have to set the microwave clock again to 09:19. So I have to go 09:19 clock. There you go. That's the time now. So I have to make some few adjustments. Well, it's supposed to be 09:20. This has to go back to, because daylight saving, it doesn't recognize that. So I have to go back to correct this one. It's supposed to be over 20 now. Let me see. Yeah, 20. And I just have to push clock. So now it's saved. It's ready to go. They're all the same time now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. I hope you enjoyed the video.